Today is April 22nd. It's a Sunday. Yesterday was kind of chilly, cool. Today is about the same. So both aren't really great days to get into the hives. So I'll probably do that in the next 2 days. I think it's supposed to warm up pretty good. I don't want to open the hives up when it's cold out because they have brood in there or baby bees, and you don't want to chill them because that could kill them. So just not great weather right now to crack them open. Well, yeah, my water barrel is getting kind of low, and I lost the water in the hose and I can't get it back. So I would try siphoning the water out, but the siphoning skills are not up to par. So I haven't told you guys this story, but this past fall when I was planting the trees and the grasses and everything out here, I was running these water barrels out here, watering things about 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week. Well, the barrel was getting kind of low, so I figured I would go ahead and just siphon some water out to get some water back in the line. Well, this hose here isn't clear, so you can't see when the water's coming up. So I took a big ol' puff on that, and the water came up really quick, and I had no choice. It just came in my mouth, and I had a huge gulp and just went right down. And the problem with that is I had pond water in that beforehand, so it was disgusting. So I just drank a bunch of pond water on accident. And luckily, my family was out here that day, and we were planning on hanging out, spending some time out here, just relaxing. So someone had some alcohol that was pretty high proof, some good just sipping stuff. I'm not a drinker by any means, beer, any of that. But considering I just drank pond water, a really big swallow full, I looked at the alcohol bottle and figured I'd take a big gulp of that, and hopefully that would kill all the organisms I just ingested. So I took a big old swig of that, and it burned all the way down, and figured I'd be good. Didn't get sick or anything. It's just the fact that I drank a bunch of pond water was kind of gross. So all that to say, I'm going to just tip this and hope I don't spill it everywhere and fill this up instead of trying to suck it up. And the pearl whites are done. Food, water, eggs, fence is also moved. So it should be good for a few days on the fence. I got an update from the 5th grade teacher, so check this out.
Look at how many of them there are. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Alright, y'all were busy last night. Wow. Hi. Your face is really pretty. My gosh. Alright, any over here? Yes. Hello, I see you working. Yeah, y'all can't come out till he finishes. Hi. Look how pretty you are. My gosh, you're so cute. Oh.
Howdy, y'all. Today is April 24th. I'm moving up some dirt from this back pile here and starting to pile it around the outside of the barn. My dad's here with me as well, and we're packing it in. And underneath the stairs, we're trying to get it concreted in. Also looking to get some gravel. The gravel guy will be here hopefully within the hour just to talk through about getting a load, because I'd like to put all the well equipment underneath the stairs, so I want to get that looking pretty solid. So good day out on the farm. My dad and I were tamping down the posts for the barn because when they drilled the hole out, there's definitely some gaps still in there, so really wanted that to be good and tight. So we did that. Underneath the stairs is where I am going to go ahead and put all the well equipment. So I wanted to have that looking better. Called a gravel guy, the one that did the or brought the stone from my driveway, and he was actually in the area, so he just swung by really quick, talked to him, and should have some gravel for the entire barn this week, so that's super cool. After that is done, we get gravel in the corner for all the well equipment. My dad and I are going to make a concrete pad. Hopefully we'll have power by the end of the week. Then after that, the well can come in and get drilled. So a lot going on, but feel good with everything that happened today. I just love how green everything is looking. Spring is just so nice. I would like to get this rain barrel here over to the farm property, so I'm gonna go ahead and load it up, and maybe in the next day or two actually get it out there. I have maybe, I don't know, a quarter barrel left on the white one I have out there. So I have the trailer here, so why not fill this up, run it out, and then take the white one back. So until I get water out there, that's what I'm doing. Howdy y'all, today is April 25th. Got a few surprises this morning. One, woke up totally expecting to work on the fence all day today, and it was raining, so that scratched that. Was not expecting rain. Next surprise was the garage door guy wrote and said it was installed, sent me a picture, and that's super cool. I had a feeling it would be done today, but he kind of been giving me the runaround, so I wasn't exactly sure if it would be today. So I'm happy that that's in. Also just got a call about 20 minutes ago saying that the gravel is going to be here, which is a complete surprise. I did not think that was coming today at all. So that is super cool. I'm going out there right now to drop off a check and just have some fun. It looks good. It looks so much different with the garage door in here. Good thing we didn't put that light in. We were kind of worried it might hit, so we're gonna have to move it up a little bit. I think, I can't really tell from this angle, but super cool. They tied a little rope on here for me so I can pull it down since I don't have an opener on it yet. My dad and I are going to put one on. But that light there, I think, I don't know, it looks kind of tight there. Gonna go ahead and check on the chickens. The gravel should be here in about 10 minutes. So this is what my dad and I got done yesterday. Did a little around the corner here. Basically, this is the under the stairs part, and I want the well equipment under there. So I figure we kind of start pushing dirt up under there to get it done. The well will probably be, I don't know, somewhere up in that way. I was grabbing the dirt from way back there and hauling it up, but it actually wasn't too bad. That's pretty nice topsoil. I was thinking it might be clay, but it's actually really nice. I kind of hate using it up here. I'd rather it be clay so I can pack this in a little tighter, but oh well. Here comes the gravel. So the gravel guy was super sweet. He dropped it off and then he said, "How are you gonna move that all into the barn?" I told him just by hand, and he looked at me like I was crazy. And he said, "You want me to bring my tractor over?" I said, "No, you don't have to do that. I can get it just fine." And he said, "You're gonna be working on it Saturday." I said, "Well, probably a little today, a little Saturday." He said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be in the area. Let me see if I can swing by with my tractor." So that's pretty nice that he offered to do that. We'll see if he shows up Saturday. I'm not too worried about it. I think I can get it all just fine, but He had a little calculator thing and said that's enough gravel to cover that 7 inches deep in there, which is great. I really only needed 3 inches deep, so I'll put some more out for the drive. This is the not so fun part, just pounding dirt around these posts. Making sure it gets packed in there good and tight before we start putting gravel under here. I let the Americanas out for fun just to see how far they'd go. Really, it's pretty good. There's one chicken that's on the edge over there, but everybody else is staying around for the most part. It's getting dark, so they're gonna go up in a few minutes anyway, so I'm not too worried. Neighbors' dogs aren't out either. Closing the chickens in for the evening, and Rusty and Doodles were going at it. Rusty wasn't backing down like he normally does, so Doodles definitely has a challenge there. So I'll be taking Rusty over to the Pearl Whites here soon anyway, but that was kind of weird to see. I always see him backing down, but guess he's overdoing that. Howdy y'all, today is April 26th. I'd say we're doing a pretty good number on that gravel pile here. We've got out to the garage door, so it's sitting pretty nice, and then the inside's really coming along. So that is a great feeling. There's still a lot left to do here. We cleaned it up a little bit, and there's still just a lot of stuff until we get the shelves built that we don't know what to do with at the moment. So it feels good, looks good. Gonna keep at it. Probably tomorrow. It's gonna be a nice day tomorrow too. So get back at doing more gravel. Howdy y'all, today is April 27th and I just got an awesome phone call saying the power company is going to hook us up. So they're out here right now, let's go check it out. Got a little more of the gravel done all the way up to the workbench here. Just a little bit around the door behind all those boards, and then still all underneath those boards. So what we're currently working on is the shelves, which are going to span these two sections and go all the way up to the ceiling. So once we have a couple shelves built, that's when we'll take all the extra wood, pile it on top of there, and then I will have enough room to start working on getting this gravelled in. I need a little break from doing this gravel, so I'm going to, the mower's out here. My dad also bought me a nice little wagon that I can hook up to the mower, so thank you, Dad, that was super sweet. So I'm gonna hook that up to the mower, and then that'll make running back and forth a lot easier to bring dirt up around the barn, so I'm gonna work on the outside now. So this is the wagon my dad surprised me with. It's pretty cool. It has this insert here, so if you were hauling something wet or you just didn't want it falling through, you can use that. You can also take it off and it turns into a normal wagon, super simple, just with some pins. It also has a dump feature on it, so you pull this handle and it'll lift up and you can dump stuff, which is pretty cool. And then also on the handle, to make it easy for towing, you can just take these pins out, flip it around so the handle sits in here, and then you can hook it up to the mower real easy. So looking forward to giving this a spin, and it's got to be easier than walking back and forth 101 times that dirt pile way out there. So the mower and wagon setup saves a lot of time, a lot of walking. It's a lot quicker. So I really appreciate that. Backing it up is just about like backing up a hay wagon, but on a zero turn, which makes it just a little harder. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and dump this and then fill in. You can kind of see it right there where I've left off last. And just cover up those boards, and then we'll be good. So I just had another neighbor that I hadn't met swing by and say hi, really sweet, and just talking about the farmland in general. And there was actually a bobcat in these woods behind me, so that's good to know. It was seen just once last year, and then went down the road to a couple other neighbors' houses, and then scared it off and it took off in the woods. So that's good to know that it's out here and it's a potential threat to the chickens. I've never had to deal with a bobcat before, so I don't really know what sort of damage they can do, but I'm sure they can do quite a bit. Hopefully a net will keep them out. I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out. I mean, I feel pretty good about that. I mean, no raccoons are gonna get in there. It's always kept coyotes out for me when I've used the nets in the past. I'd imagine it'd keep a bobcat out just the same, so I think I'm good, but just interesting to know. And the chickens are moved. It's kind of a crazy net configuration here, mostly because there's a strip here. You can't see it too well, but I've mowed this a couple lengths out just so it's nice and easy to get around the fence. Then I've left a good couple foot section here running back to front of the property, and then started cutting again over there. I wanted one strip that I just don't cut. It'll help for a windbreak as well as just for the bees. That way whatever's going to come up here, which looks like a lot of clover right now, but whatever it is, whether it turns into weeds later or whatnot, just give the bees a little bit of variety of something that's just going to stay here all the time. All right, y'all, got quite a bit done out on the barn today, which is a good feeling. Even had a friend come out and help, which was awesome. It's always nice having people on the farm. So I got a second wind and finished the gravel as much as I could. There's a section where all the wood's sitting that I didn't get to yet. I didn't want to have to move it twice, so I was waiting till the shelf concrete pad dried. Then we're going to throw the wood up there, and then I'll be able to gravel that. So that'll probably happen tomorrow. I also was working on bringing up all the dirt. So those are kind of the main things. My dad was doing most of the shelf work. And then my mom showed up with pizza. We had a bonfire, and it was fantastic. So it's about 10 o'clock now. I haven't done the chicken chores here, so I wanted to just make sure they were set, grab eggs, and then good to go for them. You know, the only thing that I wanted to get to today but didn't was opening up this white hive and checking on them. It's been a week and a half, going on 2 weeks by this weekend. Just the weather hasn't been great. I was able to get in the cedar hive real briefly. It was kind of cold, so I didn't want to do too much, but didn't get a chance today. I was going to do it before I took off, but it wasn't quite warm enough yet. And then I went ahead and just went out, got started on the barn. And even out there, it wasn't that warm. Unless you were working, it felt kind of chilly. Even though it said it was in the 60s, it sure didn't feel like it. So that was the only thing I didn't get to today that I would have liked to got done. But hopefully the next couple days I'll be able to crack it open and check them out. Today is April 28th. Back on the gravel. It's kind of raining, so probably just work inside the barn. Also gonna light a little piece of wrap on fire just to see if it ever caught on fire, if this would go up quick or melt, or don't really know. So we're gonna do a test run.
I'll say we're good.
Yeah, looks like a good sign. The barn is graveled, so that's a good feeling. Everything is done. We probably will still go ahead and add some more, maybe another inch or two, because there's still quite a bit of gravel left. So might as well put it in there. Also did a little on the drive, in the front, things like that. It's just nice to have extra gravel around too. Also the shelves, my dad was mainly working on that, and those look really nice. So got some stuff done today. Gonna go ahead and move the chickens real quick, and then they're done. I will say I was not planning on getting in the beehive today. I need to get in the white hive, but the bees are flying around. It's actually 55 right now. I don't like getting in the beehive when it's any cooler than that, so I'm gonna jump in real quick, but I'm not going to go through it really hard. I just want to see if they need more room at this point or not, and then dust everybody with powdered sugar. So the white hive is pretty full. This bee here is trying to sting me right now. Everybody's home right now, so the hive looks even fuller than what it typically is during the day when I'm usually in them. It's about 8 o'clock right now, maybe a little after. But they're doing a really good job. Next time I get in there, I am going to go ahead and give them another deep box, which is where they always pack honey on the outsides but raise most of their young in that box. So I will do that next time I get in, and then hopefully this bee will calm down because he's not happy with me right now. And last thing is the power that I thought I'd have yesterday obviously did not happen. So since we also, my dad and I, wired the neighbor's barn, the power company called and said that they would get to that property and then to mine. Well, they only got to the neighbor's property that day, and they still didn't hook up power. They just got a line there so the power can be run. So maybe next week I'll get some power, but they haven't touched my property yet.